Hey everyone, welcome back to TamiFlix English Voiceover. Today, we are diving into an inspiring and motivational story called Soorarai Pottru. Soorarai Pottru is a 2020 Indian Tamil language film. Let's explore the motivational film together. Start of the movie, a pilot named Chaitanya, also known as Che, requests the airport to the land flight due to insufficient fuel, but the airport authority refused his request. Suddenly, the movie hero, Nedumaran, also known as Maran, came to the airport authority office and said to land the plane at the private Air Force station. But the private Air Force authority said that this is a military area, so they can't give the permission for landing. But due to insufficient fuel, Che landed the plane. The plane crashed a little bit while landing, and the pilot also got injured. Maran and his friends came to that runway and other military officers arrested them. It is an intro scene. This scene, it will be explained in this voiceover later. The title card of the movie, Soorarai Pottru, appears on the screen. 6 years earlier, in 1997, a girl, Bommi, who was the heroine of the movie, planned to visit a boy for her marriage. The boy was Maran. Bommi and her family went to his home and discussed the marriage arrangements. Maran came home and said that he didn't have anything in his life. Now, all he has are two ideas. One is to start an airline, but already 24 banks have rejected that idea. Suddenly, Bommi said that she had been rejected by 20 groans, and she said that she has only one motive, which is to start a bakery business. In the next scene, they all have started to eat. While eating, Bommi asked about the 3 stages that Maran had marked for his airline business idea, and Maran said that starting a bakery business is very easy. Bommi saw another person picture and asked about him. Maran explained that he is Paresh Goswami, the owner of Jazz Airline, and he is his role model. And Maran said okay to marry her. He doesn't want to waste time thinking this. But Bommi said that she would make her decision tomorrow morning. That night, Maran explained about his young age, memories, and his Air Force training. In 1977, his father, Rajangam, was working as a teacher. He wrote a number of petitions to government to make the train stop in his village. But that won't happen. So Maran decided to stop the express train by striking, but his friend was injured in that strike. So Maran's father scolded him and beat him. Maran decided to leave the house in anger. Then Maran joined the Air Force by passing the exam. He became a pilot officer. In that Air Force, an officer called Naidu tortures Maran for breaking the rules. In the next scene, Maran tries to talk to his father through the telephone, but due to the time crunch, the officer won't let Maran speak. To the present day, Bommi decided to refuse his marriage proposal, and she explained to Maran that we both first need to start a business, then we will think about this. Maran went to ask for loan at the bank, but those are all not working out. In the meantime, Bommi started her new bakery. After 3 years, it's 2000, Maran and his friend went to the Air Force station to get approval for a loan. But the approver is Naidu, who was Maran's training officer while he studied in the Air Force. Naidu refused the proposal due to his ego. Maran also doesn't care about that, and he had another plan to get a loan. In the next scene, Maran took a first-class flight ticket to meet Paresh, who is the Jazz Airlines owner. While boarding the flight, Maran helped a lady who's working at the All India radio station. On the plane, Maran explained to Paresh his idea to start an airline. Maran said that it is a airline for common people who can travel with no cost of ticket price. He wants to execute this idea with Paresh. Maran briefly explained his idea that common people can book the plane ticket through the internet. It cut down the cost of the plane ticket. But Paresh doesn't accept his proposal because Paresh does not want to share the expensive seat with a common man by lowering the plane ticket. Next scene, a person meets Maran and wants to know more about his idea. Maran took him to the local hotel and explained how the idea was worth it by comparing the food taste with a 5-star hotel. The person accepted Maran's idea and asked her to come meet him in the office. In the next scene, Maran went to Bommi's bakery to meet her, and he knows that she is not married yet. So Maran wants to marry her, and Bommi also accepted to marry him. In the next scene, Maran explained his idea to the venture capitalist officers, and they accepted his idea and gave him a loan to start his business. It took 5 to 6 months to sanction the loan, but Maran wants to lease the flight by paying in advance. So he borrowed money by selling his own land. In the next step, Maran wants a DGCA license to enter the plane in India. So he went to DGCA office, but the officer refused to meet him because Paresh did not want Maran to start his business. Maran is thinking about what to do next. Suddenly, he heard some news about the special interview with the President APJ Abdul Kalam, which was taken by an All India radio reporter. Maran seeks her help to meet the president. She helped Maran and he explained why he took this idea as a life. Coming back to the flashback, it's 1989. Maran was under training in the Air Force and he got a call from his mother saying that his father has a serious health condition and he wants to see Maran. Maran decided to go through a flight and he went to the airport, but the economy ticket are fully booked and the business class ticket's price is higher than what he has now. So Maran begged everyone in the airport to help him buy the ticket, but nobody helps him. My personal recommendation is to watch this part of the scene in the movie. It should be the best emotional scene. It's been 2 days to reach his village, but Maran's father died and the funeral also finished. His mother scolded him, saying that he couldn't fulfill his father's last desire. This is the reason that Maran has the idea for life. The president passed an order to the DGCA office to approve Maran's proposal. Now they approve it. In the next scene, Maran got a call from his friend. His friend said that plane leasing company cancelled their deals because the DGCA asked them for the plane blueprints, and the leasing company was fined 50 lakhs for holding their flight these many days. Maran went to DGCA office and asked about the blueprint issue. Maran came to know that these were all Paresh planned to destroy his business, and Maran came to know that the person cheated him and stole his idea. Maran got angry and went to Paresh's house and shouted, but nothing happened. In the next scene, Bommi's family is disappointed and they said Maran is a loser. So Bommi asked Maran to start a coaching center for students, but Maran didn't accept that. Maran scolded Bommi to leave the house, but she did not leave Maran's because she was pregnant. In the next scene, Maran gets a new idea for converting the cargo flights into passenger flights. It will cut down the cost of the ticket much. Maran talked with the cargo flight company owners and they accepted this deal. Maran needs 4 crores of money to start this idea, but Paresh gets to know that Maran has started his new idea without knowing anyone. Paresh only wants everyone to speak of his successful story, so he tried to destroy Maran's plan. In the next scene, Maran village people helped him to deposit their amount for starting the business. Everyone wants Maran to succeed in his idea. Maran asked the railway department to help him book the tickets for this flight and they accepted this. Paresh planned to buy the pilot to destroy Maran's idea, but Maran has another plan. He appointed retired military pilots to run the flight because in the Air Force the retirement age should be 57, but the civilian pilots it should be 61. In the next scene, Maran's flight has arrived, but they didn't get permission to land at the airport. This is the plan that was executed by Paresh to destroy Maran's idea. Now, this is the scene that we decided at the start of the voiceover. Coming to that, pilot Che, Maran and his friend got arrested by Air Force military officers. In that Air Force, Naidu is the head of the academy, but this time he don't raise any complaints for Maran's landed his flight at the private military airport. Naidu said that he punished Maran during the training period for breaking the rules, but in real life, Naidu said Maran is a true leader. Next scene, Maran invited the ministers for the first trip through his flight, but some technical fault happened before the flight took off, and people were disappointed with the safety regulations on this flight. In the next scene, the committee asked the pilot what's happening, and the pilot accepted that this was his fault. Maran's airline didn't make any fault, so the committee allows Maran to executing the idea again. Actually, the pilot betrayed Maran by following Paresh's words, but Maran thinks that people's fate has been destroyed on his flight. In the next scene, Maran got a deal from another big airline company to sell his airlines to them, but Maran did not accept the offer because his motive is that a common man can travel by plane at a low cost. The next day, Maran explained his idea to all the people through All India Radio, and he explained about each and every struggle that he faced so far to start up this airline, and he gave confirmation to that people's safety by bringing his his family on the same flight. The next day, that was the first trip to start his airline, and so Maran and his friends boarded that flight. But nobody has come. Maran got disappointed, and suddenly he got that news from his friend. The flight tickets are fully filled in all locations due to technical error on the server. People couldn't book their tickets for this flight, but in the other locations, thousands of tickets are sold. Maran went to the airport and he saw the people had safely reached the airport through his flight. Finally, Maran has succeeded in his idea. The people said that were really happy to fly on his airline at low cost because an ordinary man has a lifelong desire to fly on an airline. This was happened now. Maran got a call from Paresh to discuss a business proposal, but Maran said now the common man can fly through his airline. The sky is not his father's property. And Maran disconnected the call. The movie concludes here. Hope everyone has enjoyed this voiceover. If you want me to give a voiceover for any movie, just put the movie name and year in the comment. Thanks for hanging out with us and watching this movie, Soorarai Pottru. Remember to like, share and subscribe to TamilFlix English Voiceover. For more cool stuff, see you all.